Hello and welcome. My name is Dalton Johnson, and we're going to work on building some strength using yoga today. So, the key for today is to get a little bit warmed up and then to dive into some of these poses in a little bit of a flow so that we're able to really engage the core and feel strong as we start moving throughout the day. And so, all you really need is some space on the floor. And pretty much just to be able to go overhead and all the way back down. You could use a yoga mat. You can also use a blanket. Some people may find that if you have like a blanket or a block close by, that would be helpful. And then you probably won't need a strap, but if you'd like a strap, please have one close by. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start top of the mat. Inhale in. Arch your back, and then all the way forward. Halfway lift, all the way to the ground. All the way up, and then all the way back down, interlacing your hands behind your back. Twist your hands off to the left. Inhale, and then exhale, twist to the left. Or sorry, twist your hands to the right, but opening to the left. Back to center. Release the hands. Halfway lift. All the way down. Plant the hands. Step or hop to a high plank. From here, push your elbows forward and then do a little dip side to side. Really starting to wake up those abs. And we just go side to side. All right, down to all fours. Go back, child's pose. See how the shoulders are feeling. Push up. Untuck your toes, downward dog. See how your downward dog is feeling with a good inhale. You can pedal out your feet. Nice long exhale. Step your left foot forward. Untuck that right foot. Arms to the sky, really dive into this hip. But as you dive into the hip, make sure you're not arching the lower back, but keep the core tight. Dive into that hip. Come up into a runner's pose. Flex the toe towards yourself. Really work on that hamstring. Loosening it up. Go a little windshield wiper left to right with that foot, really working into that joint. Once again, we're just getting warmed up right now. We want to make sure that our body's feeling good so we can do the exercises, that we can flow through the yoga. Come back, all four. Well, cat, and then, cow, and then to a cat, one more cow, one more cat, big exhale, push up, downward facing dog. Continue to walk those feet out. We're just trying to get the blood moving a little bit, whether it's you're done with your work day or you're just waking up, whatever it is. This is going to be a great way for you to re-energize and start feeling strong. The key here is all in your breath. Make sure you're taking big inhales and big exhales. All right, step that right leg forward, untuck that left foot, maybe a little twist here and there. And then for your front foot, you should only be able to see your big toe. So as you're diving in, you should only be able to see that big toe, and that means you might have to move your foot a little bit wider or a little bit more narrow, or push it out more. But the one thing that we do want to avoid is coming in close and bringing that knee in front of these toes. And the easiest way to do that is when you're up here. If you can only see your big toe, usually you're in the perfect spot. Arms overhead. Really diving into that hip, that left hip, and once again, we're not arching our back because that's just going to cause an impingement in the lower back. Really keep the core tight, pushing forward. And we're pushing forward from our glutes. Nice. All right, back to a runner's pose. Swiping that foot left to right like a windshield wiper. Okay, nice. Now bring it back to all fours. Spread your feet a little bit wide. And then we're going to go into a wide child's pose. And the reason for this is we want to make sure our groin is nice and warmed up. If our groin is warmed up, then we're able to get into some hip openers and really kind of work on that. So one important thing, I already mentioned it, but it's your breath. Yoga itself, if you're just going through the motions and not connecting with your breath, you're actually just like going through a workout. So the reason yoga is what it is because of the connection with the breath, with the movement. And that really helps open up new spaces and allows your body to oxygenate. Now come up, bring your knees in together, kind of sit back. Just go sit back and kind of, right now we're stretching the front of the ankles. And so I left off with like, we're trying to oxygenate our blood as our bodies as we are doing these exercises or going through the yoga flow. And the reason that's important is because, I'll just give 3 reasons. The first one is increased oxygen allows for better circulation, which means that you're able to recover quicker. So that's number 1. Number 2, if you have an increased amount of oxygen in your body, that means your immune system is actually going to get boosted. So you'll get sick a little bit less. And then lastly, if you're able to constantly focus on your breath, that means that as you're moving through, it's like kind of like, think of the ebb and flow of an ocean and the beach. And so it's like the inhale and the exhale. And what that does is it allows you to flow and get into deeper spots where the stretching needs to be. And so that increase in oxygen with that ebb and flow allows for the blood to target those areas a little bit better. Now untuck your toes and then tuck them underneath. We're going to work on our feet. So for myself, this is one of the most painful things to do in yoga, is to focus on the feet. So I like to try to throw it in every now and then. So yeah, if you run a lot or if you spend a lot of time on your feet, often you don't stretch your toes. I know I don't stretch my toes enough. So that's what this does. It really loosens up the feet. And as you loosen the feet up, you'll feel more like a little bit of loosening up in the shins and the calves. And it really trickles all the way through the body. All right. Now walk all the way up. Yeah. Stand up. Okay. Now we should be feeling a little bit warmed up. And so we're going to dive into the more fitness side of this yoga class. So what you're going to do is you're going to heel and toe your feet out wide, and then you're going to go arms straight. And what we're first going to start to do is we're just going to dip down and then dip back up and then dip down and dip back up. All right? We're going to do that 10 times, but once again, we're focusing on the breath. So it's exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Okay? And we'll go ahead and start. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 6. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right. Now, we're going to come down, spread your legs as wide as possible, come across, and then back to the other side. Okay? We're just slowly working into the groin a little bit. Okay? And so as you exhale, then inhale to halfway, then you exhale, then you'll inhale back, and then exhale. Okay? Do 10 of those. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that you've done 5, maybe try it without your hands. We're on 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Nice. Now walk your heel toe in. All right. Stand up straight. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale. Arch your back. All the way down. Kick back. Be in a high plank here. Be in the high plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your right leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you can go into child's pose from here, or you can go bonus round with me. Go left leg, right arm. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put those both down. Left arm, right leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Come down, relax into it. Nice child's pose. Catch your breath here. Feel that heart rate beating. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. Nice. Now push up, push back, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky. Bring it forward, touch that right knee, or right elbow. Bring it back, left elbow. Bring it up to the sky, bring it down. Right leg to the sky. Right knee, left elbow. Bring it to the sky. Right knee, right elbow. Bring it to the sky, to the ground. Left leg up, sweep it through, open up, go to warrior 2. Hold this position. Warrior 2 is a very strong pose. As you're here, you can rotate your hands up, rotate your hands back, but make sure that you're in line. Some people get a little twisted, twist back. Some people twist this way, twist straight. All right? You want to be as much of like a piece of paper as possible. So we'll be here. Really focus on the hips as well. A lot of people sag into their hips, but the key is actually to really engage the core. You can do that with a big exhale. Exhale, get it nice and tight. And then open the knee. Open the knee, just like we talked about earlier, about looking only at that big toe. And then back foot, you got 45-degree angle. And you can just generate a lot of power through here if you just squeeze. You're squeezing every muscle, okay? Which feels really strange in the beginning, but it's really helpful. So you're squeezing your glutes and pushing forward. And right, that's going to open the hips up, right? I'm squeezing not only the hamstrings, trying to squeeze the hamstrings in, but I'm also flexing my quads, pushing my quads out forward. Okay? Now when you look at the top, you keep the back is flexed. You're flexing the back forward here, but then you're also engaging the pecs. Same with the biceps. You're flexing the biceps and the triceps, extending your reach both ways out. And that's how you start to really build this tension that's called prana. And you can actually start to develop a sweat just by holding a pose static for a while. So that's what we're going to try to do. Just try to build it up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now release. Straighten this front leg. Come forward. Hands on the ground if you can. This is where I said if you have a block, blocks are helpful. And you can be here. You really feel this in the hamstring. Now come back up. Okay? Bring the left foot, bring it forward. Bring the right foot. Now we're into warrior 2 again, but warrior 2 the opposite direction. Okay, once again, we're trying to build as much tension as possible. That tension is where our strength is going to come from. You should feel a little bit sore in the shoulders and the hips after doing this. So what you're doing, once again, you're trying to not only push the hips forward and open them at the same time, your hamstrings are trying to pull in just as your quads are trying to pull out, right? And then you're bending this knee. All you should be able to see is your big toe, because if you're dropping in this way, you're going to cause yourself a knee issue. So try to only see that big toe. And then the natural way is most people will want to come forward, but we're actually twisting the hips open. Hands come out. Really try to push through the hands. Extend your hands as far as possible. All the while, you're sinking into this groin, like sinking into this, but then you're also trying to stand up. You're trying to extend the neck as long as possible. So imagine everything is in tension, trying to stay long and shorten at the same time. And it's just a battle. So work on building that prana. Squeeze your core nice and tight. Take your toes, spread your toes, and dig them into the ground. Nice. Now release, come down. Really get back into that lunge. Right here, working on that hamstring, loosening it up. All right. Step your feet together. Swing your hands to the sky. Sit down, seated pose. You can take your gaze and bring it up to the sky. Nice, now we can sit down, roll back. Let's do a couple rolls. Nice job. Now come all the way laying down. Take your feet, bring them as close to your glutes as possible. Put your arms down to the side. Extend up. Extend back down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Last one, up. Now take your hands, interlace them underneath. 3 solid breaths here. Nice work. Come all the way down, bring your knees to your chest, roll out a little bit, massage the back. Yeah, it feels good. Now grab your big toes, and then from here, what you do is you're just going to extend, come back, really just kind of loosening up the legs. During that warrior 2 and the very first movement we did with the lunges, those are very intensive on the hamstrings. You can bring both legs out, bring both legs back in. Nice, now release. Come down into Shavasana. So your final pose. Make it so that you close your eyes. As you focus on your breath and you bring attention to your whole body. I just want to say thank you so much for showing up today. My name is Dalton Johnson. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, give me that thumbs up, or leave a comment below, maybe all 3. Thank you so much for being here. Please take the time to enjoy your Shavasana. You just built up a lot of prana throughout your body, and as you did that, now it's time to sink in and really allow that full body, to each muscle and each ligament to settle into the earth. And then once you're done, flutter your eyes open and then come back.
Again, thank you so much.
I hope you have a great rest of your day.